Ski Baignon has been a destination for more than half a century now, for alpine skiers and snowboarders, for cross-country skiers and snowshoers too. Nothing compares to the exhilaration of carving up new fallen snow and flying down the snow-covered slopes of Baignon in the bracing air of wintertime.
As the temperature drops, the mountain snaps out of its summer slumber and skiers and snowboarders start gathering up their gear for what's sure to be another awesome season on the hill. Whether you are 2 or 92, Ski Baignon is a place for families of all ages and abilities to get out and enjoy the Cape Breton winter.
Ski Baignon evolved from what used to be called the Sydney Ski Club, originally located at Collier's Hill and Cox Heath. Original membership, 6 hardy and adventurous skiers. Original assets, $9.35.
This first hill had a few trails and 2 rope tows. These were the war years, when ski equipment was hard to come by and skiers learned their techniques from books. Early skiers had to make their equipment from whatever materials they had on hand.
And they learned the hard way that one essential piece of survival equipment when out on the slopes was a screwdriver.
Skiing in Cape Breton took a dramatic leap forward in 1946 with the purchase of a Swedish ski tow.
By the mid-1960s, the ski club membership had reached 300. Weekends on the hill were busy, and the setup in Cox Heath had reached its limits. It was time for an evolution. It was in Canada's centennial year, 1967, that the Cape Breton Ski Club reached a turning point. A decision was made to buy 180 acres in Baignon.
First came the clubhouse and chalet, snowmaking and a groomer, and of course, the T-bar lift. The money came from local supporters who raised $25,000 themselves and used that money to leverage a $100,000 loan from Devco. Cape Breton's new wintertime playground was born, and skiing was off to an enthusiastic start at Ski Baignon.
Equipment rentals and sales were added over the next few years, and further improvements to the hill made skiing more accessible to more people. Although it wasn't always easy, Ski Baignon club members are nothing if not resourceful. If someone caught wind of some piece of potential useful equipment somewhere in the community that was to be disposed of, Ski Baignon snapped it up and adapted it for the hill.
In 1979, the club secured funding to upgrade the snowmaking system to assist a sometimes fickle and unpredictable Mother Nature. This involved a new snowmaking plant and on-hill piping. This improvement in snowmaking capacity was a critical step. The enthusiasm of a dedicated corps of skiers was contagious. There were lineups to ride the T-bar, and membership increased significantly. Ski
Baignon entered the 80s with momentum. There were new ski trails cut and new lighting to expand the nighttime skiing. By the end of the 80s, it was clear that the Cape Breton Ski Club had to increase uphill lift capacity in order to meet the demand.
The club decided to invest in a new chair lift and a platter lift at the cost of more than $1 million. So it was in the middle of a massive snowstorm in December 1989. Drivers along Route 4 could see helicopters hovering over the shores of the Bredor, lowering in place the 9 chairlift towers that would carry the hill into its next chapter.
Ski Baignon has always played host to activities and events designed to appeal to local skiers and snowboarders in Cape Breton and to skiers and snowboarders from across Atlantic Canada. And in 1992, we had an open house to celebrate our new gathering place, a brand new chalet.
What really sets this place apart from other ski operations is that it's a club. By having a membership, you aren't just a member, you're an owner. That means you have a say in the future of the Cape Breton Ski Club. A membership means that you're not only eligible to ski, but also to sit on the board of directors, attend the annual general meetings, and contribute your time and energy to what goes on here in the way that suits your interests and passions. Ski Baignon has reached the 50-year milestone because of the ongoing resourcefulness and the tireless commitment of its staff, its unpaid board of directors, and the many, many other dedicated volunteers.
Where would the hill be without lifetime members such as Normie Gentile, who did everything from buttering buns at every ski social to climbing the ladder to work on hill lighting?
Or Vince Cunningham, whose engineering skills made the pump house his second home during upgrades and snowmaking crisis, often at the most unimaginable and inhospitable of times.
Who could forget how John R. McDonald and his family helped hold the hill together? John R. continues actually to move the hill forward with the Wind Power Project and as a valued member of the board of directors.
Has anyone taught more kids to ski or sold more tickets than Ruth Boutelier?
And where else could you find ambassadors like Harry Henderson or like John Ling, who logged many volunteer hours as past president, committee chair, race official, and troubleshooting technical expert?
The foundation for all this volunteer effort is the dedicated staff. Their teamwork is key to making the operation succeed and to providing guests with the best experience possible. For more than 3 decades, longtime General Manager Kevin McGuinness inspired his team to take the Hill to new heights with his vision, passion, and dedication.
It was Kevin that was responsible for branding Ski Bagnon's concept that we know today. It was Kevin who came up with the idea of naming the runs after birds and getting Gordy Sampson to write the Ski Bagnon jingle, Under the Lights, Under the Sun. He found ways to keep the organization moving forward. Even when the going got tough, there is an expression of Kevin's that comes to mind in a situation that you've got to finagle the bagel. Finagling means to haggle, bargaining, wheeling and dealing, being crafty, and doing whatever you have to do to achieve the desired end. In all, it helped Kevin McGuinness leave a legacy to be enjoyed for another 50 years.
Ski Bagnon has been fortunate to have amazing resources, including the instructors who ensure the continued growth of winter sports. The rise of snowboarding inspired changes to the trail system and the purchase of an expanded rental fleet. Facilities have been expanded to include more cross-country and snowshoe trails, all of which have been cut and maintained by volunteers.
Every winter, thanks to an active partnership with the school board, thousands of school children get to enjoy a day out on the hill at a reasonable cost. Bagnon also cooperates with the Atlantic Seniors Ski Association, with scouts and cadets, with charitable organizations and functions. Ski Bagnon also is an active participant in the Canadian Association of Disabled Skiers, with 2 sleds available for use.
Winter enthusiasts are not the only ones who have benefited from Ski Bagnon over the years. With an annual operating budget just shy of $1 million, there's also an economic impact. We employ up to 60 people in peak season and 3 full-time, year-round positions. There are spin-offs for local businesses.
And now, Ski Bagnon has become a year-round destination with the creation of a world-class golf course in the lakes and a state-of-the-art marina in the Bagnon Yacht Club, teamed up under the banner of Bagnon Recreation. All 3 of these facilities now work together to move the community forward. The Hill has played host to many events over the years, including the Fiddle and Folk Festivals featuring Natalie McMaster, Rita McNeil, and Ashley McIsaac.
The annual Ski Patrol Swap, helping to make sliding on snow more accessible and more affordable for more people.
Bingo, ski and stake socials.
Monday night racing, the White Winter Heat, the annual Mad Tuck Race.
And to cap off the season, always not for the faint of heart, the Dummy Race and the Slush Bowl.
Ski Bagnon is not the Rockies, but it has an aura of big mountain awesomeness. We ride the chairlift with the sun on our faces or with snow softly falling, surrounded by the kind of beauty that calms the soul and rejuvenates the mind.
Some days, the mountain has glistening branches with twinkling icicles. Snow-laden trees bow over the cross-country and snowshoe trails.
The views from the terrain park, with winter blue skies and icy lake, crisp, clean air as we make tracks on a blanket of corduroy snow.
The moon and the stars on nighttime snowshoe jaunts. The privilege of sliding on snow, under the lights, and under the sun. That mountains of fun made possible by the dedication and hard work of so many people over more than 50 years.
6 members of that first Sydney Ski Club, meeting back in 1940, could envision the future. Would they have been able to foresee the success they've set in motion? Their shared bonds of friendship and their love of the sport started it all, and made it a success then and now.
Members of Ski Bagnon share a common sense of community. We get to know each other on the lifts. We bond on the slopes. We laugh and relax and introduce our families to each other in the chalet.
It is this sense of community that we celebrate this year. Many individuals have been a part in making Ski Bagnon a success, and we applaud your efforts.
These 50 years at Ski Bagnon have been amazing years. Happy anniversary, everyone, and bring on the snow.